There was a party atmosphere as locals and the world press gathered to watch a tractor clad in a French flag ripping up the signpost at the entrance to the village. The protest is Champagne's way of saying it won't let itself be bullied by its French namesake. Local winemakers have been banned from labelling their wine Vin de Champagne since 2004, after a deal was struck between Switzerland and the European Union. The Swiss agreed to give the French Champagne region exclusive rights to the name in return for air traffic rights for the now defunct Swissair. Ronald Dagon has been a wine grower here for 30 years. He took over his 7 hectares from his grandfather. He says he's very disappointed with the Swiss government.
It's really a disgrace. The Swiss government hasn't helped us one little bit. To be frank, they've just dropped us. You could put it like that.
The village has remarketed its wines under 2 new labels, but the rebranding has been a flop.
We chose 2 names, Libre-Champ and C'est Campagne. We thought these names would be attractive, but we quickly noticed that sales were dropping compared with when we had the old name.
The cooperative now produces 32,000 bottles per year, as opposed to 110,000 before the ban. Export sales are minimum, and the villagers say the threat to Champagne in France is equally small.
Yes, wine sales have plummeted. They say we're only notching up 30% of previous sales. This new label is rubbish. Libre-Champ doesn't mean anything. We have to get Champagne back on the label.
A Paris court has now added more fuel to the fire by banning the Cornu biscuit factory in the Swiss village from using the term from Champagne on its packaging.
It's the Comité Interprofessionnel des Vins de Champagne, which in fact is LVMH. It's a big financial group in France. They initiated exactly the same court case against the biscuit factory who makes biscuits, and they're called Champagne, recipe of Champagne. They don't want them to use the name anymore. So same risk there, business goes down, and its main employer, it's a small village, 700 people, and about 100 people working in the factory, so it's a big issue for them.
Marc-André Cornu, who's the factory owner and village mayor, says the decision will mean huge losses for the company.
We'll incur major costs in changing the packaging. That'll probably cost us a couple of million Swiss francs. And it'll cost us even more to come up with a new brand name, maybe 12 million francs.
But hope springs eternal.
La volonté du village et des gens de la région de continuer cette action jusqu'à ce qu'on obtienne gain de cause. Voilà.
What we want to achieve is that the French company, this committee, has the possibility to admit a homonymy. That means that another company or another producer uses the same name as them, without losing any rights, in fact. So what we want to do is to make them understand that this is a situation, typically, where they should do that.
I'm not naturally an optimist. I'm a realist. And my realistic nature leads me to believe that we will lose the first battle. But it also leads me to hope that we'll win the war.
And so David will continue to fight Goliath in the Champagne campaign.
C'est bon, ils sont magnifiques.